Pamplemousse bébé. Jolie fée que tu m'as fait des visages. Oh yeah. C'est la vie, ouais, de l'amour, de la folie, de la folie. On va l'aller, tu veux rester et pas grouiller. Si moi j'ai faim, tu vas manger. Fais tu step, tu veux passer, veux commencer. Tu arrêtez bébé. Ma jolie fée que tu m'as fait des visages. Oh bébé, c'est la vie, oh, de l'amour et la folie, de la folie, de la folie, de la folie. Soit c'est vrai, comme tu dis, tu m'aimes. C'est un péché de dire et montrer. Millions de cœurs qu'à décasser, parce que ces paroles en étaient parlées. Oui, je t'aime, tu connais, je t'aime. Si tu casses mon cœur, ça va me tuer. Soit c'est vrai comme tu dis, oui, tu m'aimes. C'est un péché de dire et montrer. C'est vrai, comme tu dis, tu m'aimes. C'est un péché de dire et montrer. Millions de cœurs qu'à décasser, parce que ces paroles en étaient parlées. Oui, je t'aime, tu connais, je t'aime. Si tu casses mon cœur, ça va me tuer. Soit c'est vrai quand tu dis ouais, tu m'aimes. C'est un péché de dire et montrer.
Blinded by the snow, Mara almost flew into the side of the chimney. She was alerted in time by the wafting smoke. Under ordinary circumstances, Mara would never go near a human dwelling. Humans were dangerous. They destroyed without thinking. They were large, and they were bumbling. Even the bravest and most curious fairies stayed far from humans. But Mara's circumstances were extreme. If she stayed in the raging blizzard, she would die. Without hesitation, Mara flew down the chimney and barely avoided being singed by the crackling fire. She was grateful for the heat. As Mara warmed herself and dried her wings, she moved around the room. There was not much in it. A table, and a couple of chairs, and in one corner, the bed. The bed had a human in it. The human was crying and struggling to sit up. There was nothing Mara could do to ease its suffering. She just watched. Mara was frightened as the human gave a terrible guttural scream. So frightened, she almost flew back up the chimney regardless of the storm. She stopped when the human lifted something from between its legs. Curious, Mara flew above the bed and beheld a brand new, dripping wet baby. Mara had never been so close to any human before. She was so fascinated by the infant, she did not realize the danger she was in until it was too late. The baby opened its mouth to take its first breath. Mara was shocked by the force of the baby's breath as it sucked her far down inside itself. When the whirlwind subsided, Mara found herself in the darkest place she had ever been. She couldn't see her own hands. The darkness was everywhere. Frightened and shaking, Mara got to her feet. She couldn't see anything, so she started feeling with her hands, trying to find a way out. She searched for hours, bumping first into one wall, and then into another. Finally, in frustration, Mara began to cry. As Mara cried, so did the infant that held her captive. Mara cried herself to sleep, and as she slept, the infant slept with relief. When Mara woke, she was filled with new hope and a desire to search for a way out. As Mara searched, the infant was driven to search. The poor infant did not know what it searched for. Searching in the dark is a difficult task, and Mara tired quickly. When Mara became tired, so did the tiny human that entrapped her. After endless hours of sleeping, searching, and crying, time began to lose meaning to Mara. She longed to go home, to see the sun in the day sky, and to wish on the stars in the night sky. She longed for the ones who knew her and loved her. She longed to be with the ones that she loved. When Mara longed, the human child longed. But the human child did not know for what it longed. After months, many years of searching, Mara felt despair. The human felt despair. One day, Mara became angry at the human for holding her captive. She kicked the infant and beat it with her fists. She wished she had a sword so she could kill it. Mara wanted the human dead. The human wanted to die. After her rage dissipated, Mara sat and did nothing for a long time. The human sat and did nothing for a long time. Then one day, slowly and without hope, Mara began to search again. The human began to search as well. And still, the human did not know what it searched for. One day, suddenly as the darkness had come, a ray of light above Mara's head. A light wind touched Mara's face. It had been so long since Mara had seen anything but darkness or felt anything but her own breath, that she was frightened by the light. Instinct alone pushed her forward. She felt great joy as she flew out of the child. She hovered above the child's face as her eyes grew accustomed to the light. Then Mara stretched her wings, preparing for full flight. She looked down one last time and kept her, and was surprised to see not an infant, but an old woman. As she pondered this strange thing, a familiar breeze pushed at Mara. The old woman closed her eyes and let go of the first breath she had taken in life. The breath that had held Mara captive for so long was now the wind at her back as she flew to freedom and home.
there's an audio. Oh, hello. Have I?
Before there was television, before there was television, there was radio. Before Bart Simpson, people found their entertainment in live performances, often by traveling troops of intrepid troubadours, itinerant minstrels, magicians, jesters, jugglers, and snake oil salesmen. And that brings us to our special guest, the Jupiter Troupe, and headlining the program today is a member of one of the great families of show business, a man who wears funny suits, whose family tree has bitter roots, the man of whom there is no humor, the last of his kind. Let's make him feel welcome, Mr. Cecil V. Vaudeville.
I was going to say that. Thank you so much, Justin Wrong. Isn't he wonderful? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for sharing a moment with us today as we study the dance. The dance. What can we say about the dance? I have something to say about the dance. The outward expression of the inner soul. The release of primal energy. Performance, even movement, the poetry of motion. Since the dawn of time, the creatures of our earth have communicated their hopes, their fears, their anger, their passion. Not necessarily in that order. Through this dynamic and rhythmic oscillation of the body and spirit. And as observers of this phenomena, we find continued fascination in the entire experience. So come with us now, if you will, please, as we examine just some of the wonder and enchantment of the dance. Now, let me explain. The dance is made up of a number of elements, not the least of which, of course, is rhythm. Now, we're going to introduce our first illustrator this afternoon, if I may welcome to our stage the very lovely Miss Laura Grenko, won't you please? And follow me, microphone. Laura, my dear, all right. Laura is going to share with us a little, how shall we say, a song and dance, a little sample of what happens when you combine beauty, music, charm, and rhythm. May we have a study in rhythm, Miss Laura Grenko. Ba-boom.
I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who can ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who can ask for anything more. Old man Trouble, I don't mind him, you won't find him round my door.
and gentlemen, Miss Lara Granco. Oh, that hurt, my dear. Thank you so very much. Lara, a big hand for Lara. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Isn't she lovely? See, I told you, you combine beauty and talent and rhythm. It's a magic combination. Now, we'll continue with our little study of the dance. As we now go south of the border with great vinegar, we're going to bring on two marvelous performers. One young man was my understudy for many years at the Academy of Dance in my native effluvia. He has come to be quite an accomplished representative of the South American dancing style. So first may I welcome to the stage my beloved colleague, ladies and gentlemen, Senor Jose Bunko. Now, Senor Bunko, yes, there he is. Isn't that frightening? Senor Bunko has with him today a very lovely dancing partner, carefully chosen from the many who flock to his door daily. And we're going to welcome his lovely dancing partner today, Senorita Trixie Troupe, right over here. Did I misspell that? Here I am. Close enough. Now, these lovely folks are going to do for you a music south of the border, but you will not need this cape. Give me that cape. And you will not need this rose, and you will not need this cane. All you will need is this lovely lady. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand by, because the Bompa Rompa now will be a study in temptation. Go.
He's going to take care of everything else. Hallelujah. Amen? Don't look so afraid. Don't sit on the edge of your seat.
Thank you so much.
We're going to leave. We're going to Hallelujah.
Stop that ridiculous.
Hallelujah.
I can't believe it. Would you have them?
Joel
Because
chapter 2,
stop
28.
and rewind the... I love... Show business is my life, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to... That was a little lecture I gave to my third grade class. We're going to rewind the orchestra now to the top of the tape, as it might well have been had we planned this. And thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, ole and for you, my dear. Oh, isn't that one? The dance of South America, Miss Trixie, Senorita Trixie, and Senor Jose Bunko. I cannot tell you how excited I am to... That was awesome. Oh, the movement, the rhythm, the passion of it all. Let us continue now in our little study this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're very pleased now to have another of my young students with me. This young man has just completed a study under my cousin in his native land, Gunga Dimdeville, and we're going to welcome now to the podium with his latest very controversial paper that he's going to present. Would you welcome Professor Patrick Poodlewee right here. Patrick.
Thank you. Despite the volumes that have been written on the history of kinetic art, so little, it seems, is really known of the origins of what we have come to call the dance. We generally associate this style of performance with the Greek muse Terpsichore, who we are told moved with the grace of a gazelle. and the gams of a grable. Yes. What we are not told, however, is that she lilted about so lightly for a very good reason. You see, Terpsichore had a tale. And it is that tale that we tell here today. To assist us in this illustrative task, we will call upon the internationally renowned mime Vadier, Mr. Harley Quinn. Mr. Quinn will interpret this tale of the tale using ancient artifacts discovered in a Stone Age disco somewhere south of Suez. If Mr. Quinn is ready, we shall begin. A long land ago, in a time far, far away, there lived a lovely lass who was the pride and joy of her mother and father. Terpsichore was her name, and dancing was her game, and she was good at it. It seemed to come naturally to her, this swaying to and fro, this leaping up and down. She would delight not only her family, but her neighbors and visitors as well, with her little spins and turns, her swooping and soaring. But little Terpsichore cherished her moments alone, though they were few. She longed for the night where the townsfolk slept, so that she could slip out into the darkness unnoticed and dance in solitude with the creatures of the forest. Terpsichore was so taken with the events unfolding in the shadows that she actually stopped her dancing and sat down on a mossy stump to watch the antics. She saw that the creatures had little dances of their own, jumping and turning, spinning and swaying, swooping and soaring, and that they used to help them swing through the trees. They used their tails as they performed their forest ballet. "Oh," said Terpsichore, "I wish I had a tail, so that I could swing and soar among the trees." Well, wouldn't you know it, a fairy princess who lived in the forest heard Terpsichore's plea and granted her wish. From that day forward, Terpsichore spent her every waking moment in the forest, dancing among the trees, with all the creatures, great and small. She danced in the summer, she danced in the fall. She liked the spring most of all, but then came winter, with the icy winds so unkind, that blew around her on her behind. And that, my friends, is how Terpsichore's tale came to be told.
I cannot believe, Professor, that you let this occur on live television here in the Pacific Northwest. I cannot believe this. Well, thank you for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Professor Patrick Poodlewee over here and his assistant, esteemed mime dance interpreter, Harley Quinn, over there. We will now continue with our program, ladies and gentlemen, because time is fleeting, as they say in the, thank you very much for the rubber chicken. I can't believe we let this on a dance show. Here we go. We're going to proceed now with our big finale. As we have tried to do over the years, is to bring you samples of the various styles of song, dance, music, movement, poetry, and here we come. We're going to bring you now the magic of the old-fashioned song and dance. It's sort of a new way for us to say bye-bye. I'll step over here and we'll do this. I'll pack up all my care and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. So make my bed, light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, watch the feet. No one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the light. I'll arrive late tonight. Blackboard, bye-bye. Oh, right, we'll send the kids as soon as you get work. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. We want to tell you that every week you're going to have some more of this kind of fun. Right now, I will withdraw gracefully because there's more show on Dance, Oh Dance. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our big finale, we're going to bring back our entire company. And guys, come on out and say goodbye. Won't you, please? Here we go. Big hand for the entire company. And, oh, let's have a little rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our... Okay. On behalf of the entire Jupiter Troupe, we want to say thank you for being with us. These are lovely persons, aren't they? Well, most of them. All right.
Hi, Bush Middle School.
Oh, Bush Middle School, are they out there? Hi, guys. Okay, here we go.
On the ice cream, baby, baby, won't you get it right now? As the smoke begins to clear, but the urge for something creepy, urge for something new, nothing sweet and steaming, we began to drool. Spoons and some ice cream for your baby. Teaspoons and some ice cream for you, baby. Bow! 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 Teaspoons and some ice cream for you, baby.
Is the eat and work.
Free food for the people.
Here we go.
You go down to bread and roses, you get bread.
You get bread.
You go down to bread and roses, you get bread.
You get bread.
They got lots of kinds of peoples there with lots of kinds of poses.
Get on down to bread and roses and get fed.
And they got bread.
They got bread.
San Francisco street bread, and they got bread.
They got bread.
They got blue hair on bread. They got bread loaves for your red stoves. They got roses for your noses.
Get on down to bread and roses and get fed.
And they got what?
They got bread.
They got bread. And it's good for your body and your head. Jesus walked on water and so did his good friend Moses. They went down to bread and roses and got fed. And they got soap.
They got soap.
They've got donated soap, and they have hope.
They got hope.
They have created some hope. Ain't no dope to help you cope. Only soup and lots of fruit. Get on down to bread and roses and get fed. And they got what?
They got bread.
They got bread. And it's good. Like I said, you could stay home and pick your noses, or instead what I propose is
Get on down to bread and roses and get fed.
Yeah, before this story closes and the food that decomposes. Get on down to bread and roses
And get fed.
You could listen to the Sandman, or on the other hand, man, get on down to bread and roses and get fed. Yeah, let's go. I'm home.